Hey team, if you've been struggling a little bit, feeling a little bit, lackluster, lacking motivation, just languishing, and you're wondering, what can I do? What can I do to just increase my motivation, lift my mood on a day-to-day basis? I got the thing for you. I call it the victory list. Now, a lot of us have heard of task lists in the past, and we think that they're about efficiency and effectiveness, productivity. I have it on my task list so I get it done. But what they fail to realize is that actually that getting it done piece creates a great opportunity for us to experience an increase in our dopamine levels. And dopamine is the neuromodulator, the neurotransmitter that's required for us to feel a higher sense of well-being, a greater sense of drive and motivation to get stuff done, to get away from the languishing. And I'll tell you what I personally do to really communicate that this list for me is about mood and motivation, as I call it, a victory list. And everything I cross off there is a little victory that I really deliberately focus on and savor. And that's important because dopamine release is about subjective perception of what you're doing. But here's the real pro tip, team, is that the things that I include on there, they're not limited to work stuff. We inhabit a space and an environment now where our life is blended. I include on my victory list all the small day-to-day things that need to get done too. Now, when those aren't on my list, those deplete my mood. Those take my energy. They deplete my resources. Oh, I've got to do the dishes. Oh, I've got to make the kids breakfast. Oh, it just saps energy from me. But when those are on my victory list, right, do the dishes, make the breakfast, then every time I achieve those, every time I do them, they don't deplete me. They re-energize me. They give me a bit more fuel back in the tank because I cross them off. They're a small victory. And because I perceive them that way, I don't perceive them as a distraction from the task. They are the task. They're one of the things on there. Boom. They help me uplift. They help me get a bit more of that dopamine, that mood, that motivation increased. And I'll tell you what I do is I make sure I go micro. Don't just worry about the big stuff on there. Include all the small things you need to do on a day-to-day basis. First list on my victory list is create the victory list. As soon as I've done that in the morning, I'm like, boom, first step done. Small victory, dopamine, mood, motivation, ready to go. Team, I can't emphasize this enough. If you just want a bit more fuel in your tank, you know you have to do things every day as it is, both personally and professionally. You put them on your victory list. Instead of being something that sucks the life out of you, they're actually something which puts a bit more fuel back in your tank. They're the small victories that will boost your mood and motivation. All right, team, 21-day challenge. Try out the victory list. If you contact me at the end of it and you go, this hasn't worked for me, I will be mind blown. I really will. This is based on some really good science around the value of small accomplishments and the sense of those in terms of our well-being, but also on the science around that broader mood and motivation in terms of dopamine, what triggers that, what increases that, and furthermore, you're going to get more stuff done, productive as well. Can't lose. All right, team, you got this. Massive love and respect. Aroha nui. Boom!